Shalom, Rain Accords. It's Ellie here. So I'm outside, like in my outside garden clothes. It's an overcast today, so like it sprinkled a little bit. So I didn't water them too much. I just got a light mist over them. So yeah, the newer plants are starting to grow. The potatoes are in there, so we're not going to see those for a minute. We just did those like 2 or 3 days ago. But those seeds are growing. It's kale and cauliflower in there. My mom forgot what she planted in there, so we'll see. It is spinach in here and cabbage on this side, and it's lettuce and this little pool over here. So I'm really excited. We got a lot. Oh my gosh. Hey everybody, I didn't see the thing. Okay, peace everybody in the chat. What's up, Q Rasta? Oh my gosh. Okay, but all right, I wanted to touch on this topic because all right, so a lot of us come from Christian households. We come from like very, very deep religion, and like, I'm gonna just say it like this. Where I come from is like high ranking in the church. Like they was blocking me last time. Y'all, last time Kirasa tried to come on the live, they kicked him out twice. He didn't even really get to speak. Like, it was crazy. Just be fee. Peace, goddess. Peace, God. I don't know if it's goddess or God, so I'm just gonna say God. Peace. So, it's like when your family is like high ranking, it's kind of like somebody saying, oh, I'm a pastor's kid and I'm a Satanist. Like, when people come out of religion, it's that extreme. And the thing is, a lot of us who are spiritual beings, we understand that Satanism is like, we're still like, we're not religious, but we're still like, what the fuck are you doing? Because you're not helping the collective consciousness. The Satanists and the ones who worship Satan, Luciferians, those are the ones who are contributing to the negativity that we are all fighting. Religious people don't really understand that. Like, some religious people don't even know that Satanism is an actual thing. They don't believe magic is real. We know magic is real, and we have to fight against the magic that the Luciferians and Satanists are using. The what? I took the tomatoes off. They were done. They weren't gonna grow anymore. Okay, and so peace everybody entering the chat. And so I want to talk about in this video why prayer doesn't work. And for anyone who's religious, that'll be like, what do you mean prayer doesn't work? All right, so the other day, for those in the UCI, Divine Insight did a video on the family that prays together never stays together. And there's plenty of shows, plenty of movies, plenty of like books that say the exact opposite thing. They'd be like, the family that prays together stays together. Well, the thing is, like, okay, if you know how to pray properly, sure, but most people don't know how to pray properly. The thing is, prayer is not about the words that you say and the person you're speaking to. It's about what you are feeling on the inside when you are releasing those emotions and releasing those words. And so even when we're going to talk about the concept of Jesus, right? And remember, this is something that I really like about the fact that, like, let me see, who else says this? I know Dolo the Pilot Man says it. It's somebody else that I watch on YouTube that says it, and I'm learning more and more about it. Oh yeah, another lady, her channel is called Lucid Living TV. Her Instagram is Taryn Guy _ Taryn Guy. She also goes by Ayawaku, if I'm not mistaken. And so okay, Mook Goddess 369 says peace, God. Slat Nate says peace, God. Peace to everybody here in the chat. I love you guys. When you hear the term Jesus, just refer it back to you. So like that you that's in there, just refer it back to you. So when people say Jesus loves you, just be like, I love you too. It's as simple as that, because that energy is supposed to represent what we are supposed to be as individuals. So going back to that time, right? He used to say, by your faith you are healed. He rarely said, I healed you, or my power has healed you, or I have forgiven your sins, or like things like that. He'll tell them like your sins are forgiven, but he never just claimed to do anything. He was just there to help raise the vibration of the individual so that they would have the faith in themselves to believe. Okay? And so that vibration, or like that word Jesus, really isn't going to go away. So just reprogram yourself to understand that it means you. It is you. because we're supposed to be Christ-like anyway. Like, when people talk about the consciousness raising, when we're talking about like the crown chakra and opening that one and, you know, activating that chakra, we're talking about Christ-like consciousness. We're supposed to be walking around and like people getting healed out of nowhere. We're supposed to be able to walk on water. We're supposed to be able to transcend. No one talks about teleportation in the Bible. It's there in the New Testament. Like, I'm pretty sure it's in the book of Matthew. It's like, oh yeah, and this other disciple, he transcended into the clouds and then appeared in another place. That stuff's going to be happening like very literally very soon. I am who I am. Oh, okay. Yeah, 2-5. Yeah. Good morning, guys. Okay. GM. Yeah. We say Grand Rising. I just started saying Buenos Dias, honestly, because like my cousin died a few months ago. And at that point, I was like, yeah, I really can't say morning anymore unless I'm actually mourning. So, you know, that's why a lot of people say Grand Rising now. I just say Buenos Dias because it literally translates to good day. And in English, like, we can't really be like good day. Like, that sounds weird. But Buenos Dias, Buenos Dias. So, like I said, prayer is about the vibration that you feel. So that's why meditation is so important. Meditation helps you to quiet your mind and concentrate on what it is you're trying to focus on, and or help you lose all focus on anything else. It helps you to literally not focus on anything so you can observe your thoughts instead of trying to control them. Okay? So like, you can set an intention when you meditate. You can be like, I want to set the intention on, we'll just say, health. Okay? We'll set the intention on health. And then you can understand certain things about the body. You can, you know, whether it's concentrating intentionally or not, it's like, okay, I can run without getting tired. I can breathe without struggling. I can, you know, I can eat food that'll actually help my body versus food that'll, you know, basically kill your body. Because when you're putting bad foods into yourself and overindulging in it, everything in moderation. There's nothing wrong with having a snack every once in a while, but if you're eating Twinkies like every day, like, that's not good. It really isn't good. And so when you set that on health, you'll actually receive different downloads, different information. Like, something will come into you that'll give you more information. It'll literally be like you're sitting there, you know, either saying those things to yourself, those affirmations that I just mentioned, or you'll just sit there with your mind open with the intention of having better health. And then something will be like, drink 2 bottles of water tomorrow. And it's like, okay, I'll drink 2 bottles of water tomorrow. Then you drink those 2 bottles of water tomorrow, that next day. And then that next day, it's like, wow, I feel a lot better. I feel healthier. That came from meditation. That came from that prayer. 400 TV says, Grand Rising, gods and goddesses of Planet Kai. Grand Rising, God. And so that is what meditation is. Now, when we get into prayer, that's usually what people consider to be a group activity. When I saw the family that prays together never stays together video, I was like, that's exactly why I don't pray with people. You never know what someone's going to say, and you never know what someone's actually feeling, because no one really. When was the last time, you know, a lot of us don't go to church anymore, but when was the last time you were in church and the pastor was like, let's do a prayer to raise the collective consciousness? They don't use words like that, but so let's use their words. When was the last time that pastor was like, let's do a prayer for our city? Thank you so much for the hearts. Appreciate that. Let's do a prayer to raise the positivity level in our city. Let's do a prayer to raise the, let's just say the intellect of our city. Let's make our people smarter. When was the last time the pastor was like, let's do a prayer for love in our city so people will stop killing each other? They'll always do a prayer when there's a mass shooting. So they'll do anti-violence prayers. They'll do a prayer when there's like a fire to happen at somebody's apartment or something and a lot of people die. So they'll do a prayer for people who are mourning. They'll do a prayer when there's like a robbery or something and pray for safety. And it's like, why aren't you surrounding yourself in the vibrations of those good feelings before something bad happens? And this is why prayer doesn't work. people use prayer to ask for stuff in a negative vibration. It doesn't make sense to be in fear when you are praying, even though sometimes, situations happen. But at the same time, you have to be able to control your emotions. So it's like, oh, well, I prayed for this and it didn't work. Well, were you in a begging spirit? Nobody likes a beggar. That's including, the ether. That is including the universe. That is including God. That is including the Most High. No one likes a beggar. It's different when you ask for something and it's like, hey, God, I like this. And it happens. Because that's true. I'm a living witness. Plenty of other people are living witnesses. When you come to the Most High like that, when you are addressing source in that sort of way, you get what you want. Because you're not stressed out. You're not sad. Because when you're stressed out, sad, mad, angry, all that stuff, all those emotions, it repels what it is you're asking for. Bobby B said, what up, partner? What's up? Moot Goddess said, they be like, I'm a God-fearing man. I'm a God-fearing man. Can't stand that Christian shit no more. Like, that's what, we have to reprogram ourselves, because the thing is, it's not going away. Y'all already see they're using God to promote this shot here. They're taking the essence, they're taking the creator, they are taking source and saying that it doesn't want you to care for self. They're not saying source wants you to do this so you can take care of your own self. They're not saying that source told you to do that. They're saying that source told you to take some artificial medicine. That's what they're trying to do. So this whole, Christian thing, this church thing, this religious thing is not going away. We just have to reprogram ourselves to understand things differently. And so, if you want more information on how to read the Bible esoterically, if you choose to read the Bible, I know a lot of people choose not to, but the thing is, there's too much information in there for us to just not know. And there was I don't debate with men, but we had a conversation and I decided to be quiet after a certain point because that's just how it works. Ladies, don't argue with men. Just don't do it, okay? There's a lot that goes into it. It's not saying don't stand up for yourself. Don't let a man run over you. That's not what I'm saying. Ladies, do not argue with men. If a man disagrees with you, you let him have his space to disagree with you, and you just kind of sit back. That's not worth you getting stressed out. If that man doesn't pay your bills, even if he does, I'm just saying, if that man doesn't pay your bills, if he doesn't provide you with what you need, if he's not in your face every day 24/7, being there for you, whether it be your child or your sibling or your husband, your cousin that you might live with, there is no need to argue with strangers. There's no need to argue with people on the internet. There's no need to argue even with friends. Just let people have differing opinions, okay? Bobby B said, you have to talk to the Most High like you talking to your family member, dad or mom. Exactly. Literally in my prayers, I'd be like, Tawara Abba, thank you, Father. That's how I talk to my dad. I'd be like, hey, Dad, I'll ask my dad for some money or something, and he'll just give it to me because he's cool, with the way I usually don't like to ask my dad for anything, my physical father. But if I do, he'll be like, okay, yeah, it's the exact same thing. You have to stop separating self from who God is, because we are the children. How many, it's the craziest thing. How many times do we have to tell Christians that they're literally children of God? They don't want to believe they're gods, though. They don't want to believe that they're literally the essence in physical form. We are literally Jesus. That's what I keep trying to tell people. I'm like, bro, I don't know why you think it's a separate person. God is not a dude in the sky. Whatever source is for you is all within, regardless. It's that energy. When you wake up, that's God. When you get a burst of energy because something good happens, that's God. Nature Goddess says, period. Yo, even when that became popular, I remember City Girls made it popular, whatever. I was like, Nigga, my mom from South Memphis, she been saying that to me. She'll be like, y'all better clean this room before I get back. And I mean what I say, period. So I grew up hearing that. And then when it became popular and like white people started saying that, I was like, this ain't new. What you mean? Period. Like, okay, let me focus. All right. So you have to be careful about the vibration you're in when you're praying, okay? And honestly, like when I do my prayers now, I read whatever passage of scripture that I'm reading that day, because I am on a mission to finish reading the Bible. I have read the New Testament, the Torah, which is the first 5 books, and then 2 books after that. I read Joshua and then Judges. So I'm finishing reading Judges right now, and I'm going to read the rest of the Old Testament to get a better understanding of everything. You touch a spider web? Don't touch the spider web. Was it an accident? Oh, okay. Well, be careful, okay? Especially when it says the Bible, hair like wool, skin like wool, eyes like wool. If I seeing wool right, you seeing it right? They mean like this. Like he had hair like wool. He had feet burnt like bronze. Jesus looked like me, okay? He was a dude, but he looked exactly like me. His look, burnt like bronze, bro, damn me. I don't understand why people are not understanding that. Like he could have been like, you know, some shades darker or whatnot. But when I see that, I'm like, the picture that they keep showing in these Catholic churches, that ain't him. That's all I'm saying. And then people be like, oh, he was Middle Eastern. When do Middle Eastern people have hair like this? When did that happen? Somebody let me know. Send me a Google image that I wasn't aware of. That's all I'm saying. Like, come on now. And I used to be one of them people until I started reading my word. See, that's the thing. Spiritual people know the Bible better than most people. And they be the ones who be against Christianity. And that's always the funniest thing. Because like I said, when? Exactly. Okay, so, you know, you have to like come in peace, literally. And the thing is, when I do my prayers now, if I'm not like in the right headspace, I'm not gonna pray sad. I'm not gonna pray upset. I'll meditate first, but usually what I do, like I said, I'll read my passage of scripture for that day, then I'll pray, then I'll meditate, because I'll be at complete peace, then I'll fall asleep. Peace to everybody entering the chat. And so, but if I'm not in the right headspace, I'm not going to go to the Father like that. If you refer to God's source as Father, I know a lot of people see it as divine feminine. Whatever the case is for you, then you don't address that particular entity with negativity. And, I don't know what he's saying. Hold on, y'all. So, yeah, you have to be in the right space to do it. And also, it's not even about the words you use, because like the word says, God knows your heart. So if you're not saying all the right words perfectly, like people stress so much the words you say. Okay, what were you saying, MJ?
I'm thinking you're going back in the house.
Oh, you can go back in the house, sir. I'm not done. He might know it's finna rain soon. So when you are addressing source like that, of course, it's already known what you are in need of. It already knows what you desire. If that prayer is for a desire, it's all about you being in the right headspace to receive as well. People can do prayers and say all this stuff and, you know, put all this energy out without emptying their cup. So it's like, I desire this, I would like to attract this, when you're full of whatever bull crap you have, or it may not even be bull crap. It could just be things from the previous level that's not allowing you to receive things from the next level. So then it's like, you keep asking for it, and because you aren't releasing certain things, you can't receive it. You get it? That's your son saying, come back in the house. Yes. Man, this dude is so bossy. I don't understand. But he, yeah. So that's I gotta get back focused now. Hold on. He didn't even want anything. I thought he wanted some food or something. Okay. So yeah. It's about like being like that in meditation, right? A lot of us know we have like a certain feeling. Like before I would let me see, because I breastfed for about a year, and so I was getting into spirituality at that time, and I didn't smoke weed at that time. My meditations would get me to the point where like smoking weed would get me to. And even now, I'll meditate and get that high feeling that weed just can't get me to anymore, especially because like y'all know what they're doing to the y'all know what they're doing to the cannabis. So I'm gonna just say all I'm saying is we're taking care of that issue, okay? We're taking care of that issue because they messing with the cannabis. All right, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And so LMAO, so cute. I love him. He's the best, honestly. Like, okay. And so when you get into that feeling, you could literally manifest anything. And I'm not even gonna cap. Like the other day, right, I was in meditation, and a particular person, like I was talking to somebody, and then another person came to the space that we were at. Peace to everybody entering the chat. They came to where we were at, and then they started talking to me. They kind of like pulled me away from that other person. And okay, got this girl that John, you know. And they were like, "You're not supposed to be here." And I was like, "What you mean?" They were like, "You've never been to this realm before. You're not supposed to be here." And then that person who was talking to me in the astrals, they texted me right after. So like literally, if I even had the mind to kind of rebel and be like, I'm gonna stay here anyway, I had to answer their text, or I had to answer their message. So it was like, people just like don't understand things like that. Because a person who is still like understanding things and getting new into like, or they're new into getting into these things, they'd be like, oh, that was just a coincidence. I don't understand how many coincidences a person has to have in their life to not understand that they're just telepathically communicating with a person. To understand that this is part of moving into what we all call 5D or 6D or transcending dimensions. It's all part of it. It's not a coincidence. Like, it's ridiculous. That's what's going on right now. Amazing Ree says, peace, goddess. Peace. How are you? And so, it's just crazy. How is it that those of us can get into a meditative state like that? Literally have situations happen like that. I remember one time I was meditating, and then I got a deposit into my account. I was meditating about like wealth or money or something, and then I got a deposit. I'm like, dude, like, come on now. We're literally at that point where we're just able to think and grow rich. If you read that book, like, come on. And the thing is, that book was written by a white person, so they have like all these things. Like, of course you have to do some of those things, but it's like all these steps that you have to take. But then he goes into like, he does talk about sex magic. He calls it sex transmutation, because, you know, they got to make it sciencey. That powerful energy is like A1. That's why like people who are married and in a successful marriage, they're able to accomplish a lot. Like when I was married in the beginning part, like it was pretty good. Like we were literally a power couple, and like people were like, whoa, how are they doing all these things? Like we had moved out of our parents' house. We had started a business. We were making really thousands of dollars. We had moved into a house instead of like an apartment or whatever. And we were like, you know, it was a pretty big yard. Like it was nice. And we had like multiple modes of transportation. So it was like, dang, they doing it big. And we were like 19, 20 years old. So had we kept that vibration going, because like we were doing affirmations, like even though like my ex he doesn't like believe in certain things anymore, when he was doing them, he's all fire. He's a Sagittarius, and like his other signs are like fire as well. So when he was doing them, they were all powerful despite his disbelief. I'm an earth sign, so like mine is more structured. The thing is, we were rising so high so fast that it fell once things got rocky. And that's why prayer doesn't work. Because when you're only using words, you're only fueled by those words for that particular time as well. You can manifest all day long because the prayer could work. But if it's not backed by plans, if it's not backed by a foundation properly, what you prayed for could go away. It's literally that simple. Like if you're not properly building upon things in this construct, in this matrix, because you know when things happen in the astrals, it's different. Like you don't need the same type of foundation there that you need here. Here it's so easy for structures to fall. Like, did y'all hear that the treasury is supposed to run out of money tomorrow? I mean, not tomorrow, but like next month. Make it make sense. We're supposed to be like the powerhouse of the world. Are we running out of money next month? And then they said the government's supposed to shut down again. But we know like the type of power and type of energy that they're using. So of course their stuff's not going to work like forever. They can't have a proper foundation because it was built upon blood. Not righteously as well. Because it's different if someone, you know, steals something from you, and then you get back at them and then build upon their blood. That's a little different. But if you... Yes, it is getting windy. I know. I'm going to end the stream in a minute, y'all. He really wants me to go outside. He knows it's finna rain. But if you... Yes. But if you're building upon innocent blood, of course it's not going to stand forever. Like, I don't know what they expected. So peace to everybody entering the chat. Okay. Neuro 9 says facts. Talk that shit, goddess, says Canvas. What's up? Muchwa 11 says 3333. Peace. Just be fee says exactly. I heard that shit this rising. Muchwa. Okay, I don't know what flags those are. But rep it. Whatever it is, rep it with the infinity signs. There you go. I'm a little ignorant, so I don't know what flags those are. K Phase 14 says peace, goddess. Peace to everybody entering the chat. And so yeah, do I do readings? I do not. Oh, that's Haiti? Okay, cool. That's Haiti. All right. But no, I do not do readings. I'm gonna talk about like my experience with certain things back in the day. By back in the day, I mean like 2 years ago, around 2 years ago, I used to like use tarot cards and stuff, and I was gonna be a tarot reader, but like certain things just didn't align for me, and because I was good at it, but the thing is like that's not part of my calling. I have prophetic and apostolic gifts, so like I could tell the future. Like I could probably have a conversation with you and tell you what's gonna happen in your life, but yeah, it's not like a service I offer. It just happens to be something that happens at the time. So send me a DM and we can have a conversation or something. And you know, if I'm led by spirit to tell you some information, then okay. Canvas said felt you. What's up, King Kai? What's up, man? Peace to everybody entering the chat. And so yeah, and also with like the apostolic thing, I'm gonna have to start traveling soon, bro. I am not ready. Like I'm so serious. I'm not ready. I'm like the type of person, like I'm a homebody. I just want to chill. I really just want to relax. I just want to be at home and just do what I do. Like I enjoy homeschooling. I'm totally down for this. All I need is like my own space and not be like around so many people in my immediate family that I grew up with. Like if I relocate, it'll be like with my new family that we are like forming our tribe and stuff. But I'm about to start traveling soon, and it's crazy because the thing is like what for people who understand like what apostolic means, is like you have to touch different spots, you have to touch different areas and produce certain things and then move on. It's different from a pastor, because pastors have to like stay with the in that area and like pastor the sheep in the herd. And it's like different because we are transforming people. We're not trying to keep people being sheep. That's the problem with like modern pastors. They want to keep people being sheep, so they keep going to church and doing the same things in a cycle to produce money. It's as simple as that. And you know, people can get mad if they want to. King Khan says shalom, shalom, shalom. How you doing? Keeping up with Jade. Welcome, welcome. Peace, peace, goddess. Peace. All right. And so, yeah. I'm finna wrap this up though. My son wants me to go back in the house because he knows it's finna rain. And I'm pretty much done. It's about having that internal vibration within you before you let words come out. Because your words are null and void if you are, like, let's say I want to be happy. So it depends on the situation, but most of the time, if you are crying and you're sad and you're like, I want to be happy, it's not gonna happen. You have to literally wipe your tears off your face, get into a meditative state, calm yourself. And when you're in that nothingness, you're more likely to manifest happiness once you say, I want to be happy, or I am happy. I am happiness. It's very different from, I want to be happy. You're begging at that point, and begging doesn't work. When you're in that type of vibration, begging does not work. Play begging could work, sure. Like when you're with your mans and you're like, can you buy me this, please? Like, you know, that type of begging, it works because it's cute. Crying and begging, that's not cute. And people can be like, well, what if you're in a desperate situation? Like I said, it depends. But if you're just sitting at home, and you're meditating, praying and stuff and all this mess, and you're sad in that vibration, like you're going to manifest more of whatever feeling you have, despite the words you might be saying. Period. I had to throw in that joke because, like, oh my gosh. All right, for those who were here earlier, y'all understand why period's funny. Okay, but what's up, Trell? Amy, Jeddah, what's up, y'all? Jeddah Substance, cool. All right, but I'm finna go ahead and go though. Thank you guys for being here with me. Appreciate the hearts. Y'all are so amazing. And who was that earlier who asked if I do readings? Send me a DM. Canvas said, do I do readings? Yeah, just send me a DM and we can talk. You and Rashad be glitching. Yo, my stuff never started glitching until I started doing stuff like this. I'll be doing some BS or just having fun or whatever, and I'll be fine. But as soon as I start like being serious about this type of stuff, now all of a sudden my signal wants to act up. Excuse me, I got Xfinity. We used to have AT&T and that was some shit. Okay, I got Xfinity and it's like that good one, and it's like, how come you messing up now when I'm trying to teach people? Come on, man. Okay, Jedi Substance says, peace, goddess. Peace. I'm gonna go ahead and go. Y'all catch the replay, okay? Why prayer doesn't work. I'm gonna try my best. Like, cause also, Canvas, you said you and Rashad be glitching. What I usually was doing at first, I would save these videos to IGTV, right? And I will also download the video and put it on YouTube. It's not even letting me download the videos a lot of times. Like, I'm gonna try it again today, because it wouldn't let me do it yesterday. I'm gonna try it again today and put it on YouTube. If it doesn't, I'm gonna be upset. I'm gonna be upset because dang, like I'm trying to share the message. Like, bro, I see multiple. You look like a bit of a phase in. Okay. 6MXDA6 says, peace, goddess. Peace, God. How you doing? And I'm gonna message you later and see how your friend is doing. Hopefully they got more donations and stuff for their arm. If you guys want to, 6MXDA6, their friend needs surgery on their arm. They broke it, and they're raising money with GoFundMe. So it's like, send them a message, send them a DM if you want to donate, or just get the picture and then share it into your story or share it on your page so more people will know to donate. And so yeah. Peace to the gods and goddesses. Shalom royalty and rain accords. I will see you in the next one. Stawada.